Okay, so hello everybody. Hello. If you're excited,
Hello.
okay, if you're excited to be
Alright.
at
Hello.
today's interactive session, let me see you wave. If you have a video on, let me see you wave. If you don't have your video on, let me see your thumbs up. All right, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Marion, Peace, Priscilla, Ajibade Mercy, Dorothy, Michael, Bam. Thank you, everyone. Adeshola. Thank you, everyone. Okay, that's okay. All right. I'm sure you are ready to learn something new today. So I want you to mute your microphones. Okay? So mute so you don't distract. When you are not muted, you will be distracted. And we don't want that. Okay? All right. So mute. Some of you are here to mute your microphone. All right. So thank you. Okay, we have something special to discuss today. Something that makes us all very, very important. If you believe you are very important, if you believe you are very important, let me see a thumbs up from you. If you believe you are very important, thumbs up. Okay, that's a good one. Thumbs up if you believe you are very important. All right. Okay, so that's a good one. That's a good one. So today our topic says you were made for a reason. You were made for a reason. A reason when you do something and mom asks you, why did you do it? You want to say, this is the reason why I did it. This is the reason why I did it. This is the reason why I made that choice. This is the reason why I did what I did. So the same way when God was creating each and every one of us, when God was sending us to the world, before God put us in our mommy's womb, in our mommy's tummy, in our mommy's womb, it has a reason in mind. And that's what we want to learn today. And that's what makes us special. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen now. Are you with your pens and your papers? Are you with your books and your papers? When you are coming for kids kids and things growth series, always come with your pen and paper. It's always good to jot things down. It's always good to write things down. So always come with your pen and papers and your jotters. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, you can see my screen. So what can you see on my screen?
Uh, oh,
What can you see on my screen? Can you see anything on my screen?
can see your
Okay, tell
face.
me.
Yes, I
Just
don't know
tell
if
me.
it's real. And it says hello, friends.
All right. Okay. Okay. So you are seeing my screen. Okay. So hello, friend. I'm Ebunoluwa. That's what people call me, especially my young friends like you, kids and teenagers. They call me Auntie Ebunoluwa. Okay. So today we are going on an adventure. When you are going on an adventure, that means you are set to discover something special. That is why you go on an adventure, to discover something new. So today we are going on an adventure to discover something amazing about you.
Noise. That was annoying.
Okay, so please mute your microphone. Okay, so we were going on an adventure to discover something amazing about you. Something amazing about you. Did you know that you were created with a special job to do in this world? Did you know that you were created with a special job to do in this world? Okay, so if you know, let me see your thumbs up. All right, great. Okay, so great. Everything has a job to do. Okay, all right, so I want you to unmute now so you can answer my question. Now, when you see a spoon, what do you think about? When you see a spoon, what do you think about? What comes to your mind?
Eating.
For for eating, okay? Thank you, Maranatha. For eating, okay? All right. So I have another question. You can mute now, Maranatha. You can mute. Maranatha, you can mute now. Okay? All right. All right. When you see a toothbrush, what comes to your mind?
Brushing our teeth.
Brushing your teeth, okay? Oh, okay, so everybody mute your microphone. Everybody mute your microphone. Thank you. All right. So when you
Miss,
see
that
it,
literally burns my ears.
okay, so everybody should mute theirs. Okay. All right. So when you see a spoon, you know this is a tool and object for eating. That is the reason you have a spoon. If you see a toothbrush, you know that this object is for brushing the teeth. When you see a pencil, you know that yes, this object is for brushing. Okay? Now, if you see someone using a spoon to comb his hair, that will look absurd. It will be weird, isn't it? Yes, it will. It will be weird. It's not normal. Okay, because that is not the reason why a spoon is made. Imagine trying to brush your teeth with a pencil. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It would be weird and it wouldn't work because a pencil is not meant to comb the hair. A pencil is not meant to brush the teeth. Everything was made for a reason. Everything that is created was created for a reason. And the same thing as you. Okay? So let me ask. If you want to answer my question, I want to see you raise your hand. Okay, so I will call you, then you will unmute and you will speak. Okay. Who made you? Who made you? Who wants to answer? Okay, Adeola. I have to call you before you answer. Okay, so Adeola.
God made you.
Yes, God made you. God made you. God made us all. And when God is creating us, God has something special in mind when He was creating every one of us. Okay? He has an assignment. He has something He wants us to do. God did not just say, oh, I want to send someone to the world now. So let me just make a baby. Let me just make a baby, create a baby that they will call Marianne and send her to a mother's womb, and the mother will give birth to her. No, 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 no. When He wanted to create you, God saw that there is something that is needed in the world. There is something that the world needs. So I'm creating somebody, and that person, I'm sending the person to the world to go and solve the problem, to go and fulfill the need, something that is missing, something that is lacking. Okay, so that makes you special. That makes you special. You are one of a kind. You are special. When you hear that word, one of a kind. It shows that only you and only you exist. Only you and only you exist. Okay? There are a lot, billions of people on earth. Can you imagine billions of people? Can you imagine? When you talk about billions, have you seen 1,000 people before? Have you seen 1,000 people gathered in the same place before?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it
No.
will look like a lot of people, isn't it? Okay, it will look like a lot of people. Now imagine you have 10,000 people in a place.
Yes.
Wow, it will be that's the kind of crowd you have in a stadium. A lot of people in a stadium. Now imagine you having far more. Now imagine having 100,000 people, 1 million people, 100 million people, 1 billion people, and people in the entire world. We are far more than that. It's billions of people we have on earth. But there's something amazing about that. Now, everybody, including you, as many as we are in the world, no one is like you. You are special. There is no one that is exactly like you. You may see someone that looks like you. Probably the person just have your complexion, have the shape of your face, the person has the shape of your stature, the person talks like you, the person acts like you, but the person cannot do everything you can do. It is only you. You are the only one who can do everything you are doing the way you do it. The way you do it. That is why when someone dies, people cry and cry and cry. And they will say, oh, nobody can be like this person. And when they are looking for somebody to replace the person, they may not be able to get the exact person to replace that person. We are all special. Everybody is unique. We do things differently, and that is the way God made us. God made us so we can do things the way we do it. And that should tell you something. The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you look, the way you act, the way you write, the way you respond to people is unique to you, is special to you. You are the only one who can do that. Isn't that amazing? That is amazing. You are one of a kind. No one else has your exact love, your ideas, or your special talents. And that means anywhere you find yourself, you should do something. Anywhere you find yourself, you should participate, be involved in what you are doing, in what they are doing there. Okay? So you are special. Okay, so let's meet somebody. Before we really go deep into a lesson, I want us to meet somebody. Who is that? I want everybody to meet. So who is that rumbling sound coming from? Are we all muted now? Okay, so is that Marianne? Okay, thank you. Thank you for muting your microphones. Okay, so let's meet a young boy. Let's learn from the life of a young boy and meet Ryan, a real life world changer. Ryan, when Ryan was 6, Ryan learned from school, Maranatha, please mute your microphone. Maranatha, mute your microphone. Okay, if you are listening to me, let me see your thumbs up. If you are together, let me see your thumbs up. All right, okay, thank you. All right, so when Ryan was 6 years old. Many of you here, you are older than 6. You are over 6 years.
I'm
Many of you are
nine.
older. Many of you here are older than 6. Okay, you are over 6 years old. Okay, so this is Ryan. When he was 6 years old, he learned something from school. His teacher told him about a country in Africa, a village in a country in Africa, a village in Uganda. He learned that people of that village in Uganda, they don't have water. They don't have good water to drink. If they have to go and look for, they have to travel, walk several miles. That is, walk a long distance. The kind of distance you have to go using a car, that they have to go as far as that to get water to drink. And not that, and the water they go to get in the village, it's not that the water was that pure. The water they will even get was not pure, was not good, but just for something for them to just drink. And when Ryan had this, Ryan felt very bad. Ryan was imagining, how is that possible? If he was imagining in his own house, he would just go anytime he needs water, or just go to the sink, open the tap, and get water. If you want to have his bath, go to the bathroom, open the shower, turn the tap, and the water will come out. You know, he felt this is not normal. This is not normal. He couldn't just imagine not having water to drink when he wants to drink the water. And because of this, he got home. He asked the teacher, how much will it cost to dig a well and make water available for people in this village, even if it's just one? And the teacher told him $70. $70. Okay, so Ryan went home. He got home. When he got home, he wasn't looking good. He was looking sad. He was not happy. His parents now asked him, Ryan, what's going on? You are not happy, you're not excited. What happened at school today? Ryan said, I learned something, that there is a village in Uganda in Africa, and children like me, boys and girls my age, have to travel long distance before they will get water to drink. And I'm not happy about this. I wish I could do something. But they told me that it would cost $70 to sink a well in that village. And I don't have $70. And when I was still talking, an idea came to him. Because an idea, he told his parents, Mom, Dad, what if I work? I do extra chores at home and earn money. Probably I could earn $70 and send to Africa, to Uganda in Africa, for them to dig a well. The parents encouraged him. That's a good idea. That means you have to do extra chores in the house. Say, yes, I'll do extra chores. Let me explain something to you here. Let me make something clear. You know that your chore as a child in the family is your responsibility. It's you fulfilling your responsibility, playing your own part in the family. So it's not every chore you should expect money from. You don't ask mommy to pay you for washing plate. You don't have mommy to pay you for clearing the dishes, clearing the sink, for cleaning your room. You shouldn't ask mommy or daddy to pay you for that, because that is your own part of your own contribution to the family. You are playing your part in the family. But for Ryan told his parents that after playing my own part in the family, after fulfilling my own responsibility, doing what I should do as a member of this family, any extra chore I do, you are going to pay me for it. That means when it's not my duty to mow the lawn and I do it, you are going to pay me for it. When it's not my duty or it's not my turn to wash the car and I wash it, you are going to pay me extra. When it's not my turn uh to empty the trash can and I do it, it should be an extra money for me. So they agreed, okay? Any extra chore that you do in the house, we're going to pay you. They started doing extra chores in the house. You even go to neighbors, do things for them. Okay, can I mow your lawn for you? I will collect this amount of money. And he was able to raise $70. When he raised that $70, he was so excited. And he spoke with his teacher. They went to look for how they will send money to Africa to dig the well, to sink the well. Unfortunately, Ryan heard that they told Ryan that $70 will not be enough to sink a well and put a hand pump in Africa. Ryan felt so bad. But Ryan did not stop. He got to understand that it was going to take him $200 to do that. He felt so bad, but he did not give up. He said, I will not give up. I will do more. I will do more vacuuming. I will do more washing of windows. I will ask people to help. Also, I'm able to raise the money. Then Ryan started doing more to raise more money. He will vacuum he will do some more vacuuming, he will wash the windows, do extra chores for neighbors, then talk to neighbors, talk to friends. Please, I have this passion. I want to make water available for people or for young small boys and girls like me in a village in Uganda. Can you be part of this? Can you give me money to be part of this? That was how Ryan raised money. It wasn't raising money for new toys. It wasn't raising money for pizza. It wasn't raising money for new dress, new boots for himself. He was raising money for people he did not even know. And he was able to raise enough money. And guess what? He was able to send the money to Africa. And when he sent the money to Uganda in Africa, they dug the well and they put hand pump on the well. And Ryan was so happy. When they wanted to uh inaugurate the well, they invited Ryan. So Ryan went for Canada. Okay, I did not say that Ryan was staying in Canada. Ryan went from Canada to Uganda. He was so happy. And there, he was so happy. He saw how people were happy to have water to drink just within their community without having to travel far. So Ryan was so happy. And guess what? Ryan made a friend there. And when Ryan got back to Canada, he spoke to his friend, to his parents, that he met a boy like him in the village in Uganda that will want a friend to come to Canada. And they made arrangement for the boy to go to Canada. And the boy became Ryan's brother, schooled in Canada, and became a big person. And guess what? Ryan did not stop with just that one well. He has raised more money, thousands of dollars, millions of dollars to sink more wells in Africa. And that is why they now call him Ryan Wells. And it has a foundation. What is a foundation? A foundation is an organization that you have that do things that will make life better for other people. Ryan became an adult. The organization is still making water available for people in Africa to today. Isn't that great? That is great. Ryan did not stop. Ryan saw a need. He felt bad that people were suffering, and he put it upon himself to do something about it. About it. Ryan's hard work paid off. He helped build first well in Uganda. because he didn't give up. Nearly 1 million people now have clean water. Can you imagine a 6-year-old doing such a great thing? Ryan wasn't a superhero. He was just a kid who decided to help. He was just a kid who decided to help. If Ryan could make a difference at 6, so you can. Okay, so we want to talk about purpose. What exactly is purpose? The other time I told you reason. So the purpose, when you talk about purpose, you are talking about a reason. We saw a toothbrush, and we learned that the reason the toothbrush was made is to brush teeth. A spoon was made so you could eat with it. That is the reason, and that is the purpose. Okay? So, what is purpose? Purpose simply means using your life and your talent, that is your ability to help make things better for others. That is your purpose. It is using your life, using what you've got, your talent, to make life better for other people. What is talent? It's just those things you can do special, those things you can do. Those are your talent. So, your life and what you can do, making it, making use of those things to make life better for other people. That is purpose, and that is the reason why God created you. God created you so you can make life better for other people. Purpose sounds like a big word, but it is simple. It's not just about what you like to do, it's about how what you do can help someone else. Okay? All right. So before we go into the next slide, I can see many hands are raised. Okay? So I'll call you one after the other. I guess you have a question. So let's ask the question. All right. Okay. So Michael, you go first. Okay. No, if you are not having question, don't raise your hand. Okay, so who do we
So,
have?
Miss. So, Miss.
Okay, I will call you. Okay,
Miss.
all right, so Adeola. Okay, Adeola, you
Um,
want to ask a question?
was the story real?
Yes, the story is real, and you can search it on Google. Just search Ryan, Ryan, Wells, Well. Search, you will see it's a true life story. Okay. All right. So Adela, you can mute now. Damisola, your question. Okay, I'm not asking question again. All right. Who else has a question?
Michael asked the same question as me.
Okay, wants to ask the same question as well. All right. Okay, so that's good. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. It
Michael,
shows
does
you are
Michael have a
following me.
question? Michael.
Okay, Michael, you have a
Hmm?
question. All right.
So,
Okay,
Miss. You
Michael.
know purpose.
All right.
Miss, you know purpose. Yeah?
Okay.
You know purpose.
Yes.
How are you supposed to find your
Oh.
purpose?
All right. So we'll get there. That's where we are going now. So listen attentively with your ears open, no distractions, and you will get it. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Wow. I hope we finish this today. Okay. So let's move on. All right. Let's find clues to your purpose. That's what Michael wants to know. And I know all of you want to know that. How do you know? How do you know? Okay, so let's go. Clues to finding your purpose. Clue one: what do you care about? Like Ryan cared about clean water. People in the village in Uganda getting clean water. So what do you care? What do you care about? What makes you feel bad when you see people not having, or what makes you feel moved to help someone? Okay, so that's what do you care about? To some people, they care about other people's happiness. To some people, when they see people, their friends, people around them feeling sad, they are touched, they are moved. It will look as if they are the ones feeling sad. They don't like seeing people feeling sad. They go to meet the person, they just want to make that person happy immediately. That's a clue. To some people, they just they just care about people having good music. You will see some examples as we go on. To some people, they can't just stand people suffering, or people being harassed, or people being cheated. For example, I know a girl. The girl doesn't like people being bullied. When she noticed, when she was in primary school, when she noticed that some of her classmates are bullying probably a weak classmate, she will stand up. She will stand up for the classmate being bullied. She won't take it. She'll go and report. She doesn't like injustice. This is a clue. She couldn't just take it. Like, why? Why will you be picking on someone? Why will you be bullying someone? She couldn't take it. And guess what? That girl, she started noticing it when she was around 7 years old. And then she will be saying, I want to become a doctor. I want to become a doctor then. But now she's 11 years old. But she realized, no, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to become a doctor. I want to become a lawyer so I can advocate for people who are less privileged. I can speak for people who are being cheated. I can speak for people who are being treated badly. And that is why she wants to become a lawyer. So that she could advocate for people, speak for people, fight for people. That's something. She saw what she cared about, and she's thinking she's holding on to that, and she's planning her future with it. I know of somebody who likes to write stories, to teach people about behaving well, about morals, who likes to teach morals with her stories, encourage people with her stories, that people should not give up. She just wants people to be stronger than they are. And because of that, she writes her stories for people to read. That's a good thing, isn't it? She cares about it. She cares about people being the better version of themselves. She cares about people behaving well. And because of that, she uses her stories. There are people who use music to make life better, to tell people about God, to tell people about good things, about behaving well. They just sing, they just compose songs, they write songs. You will still, I will still tell you, you will still see people like that as we go on. Okay, so think of what you care about. Think of what makes you happy. Whatever you do that makes you happy is a clue that shows your talent. For example, you know how to draw. You can draw, you can paint, and when you are doing it, you are so happy doing it. You feel like, oh, I'm on top of the world doing these things. Then you start thinking of, how can I help people with this? How can I help people with these things? These things I know how to do, these things I love to do. How can I help people? How can I make the world better with these things? I can do very well. You get it? Another thing, some people can play ball very well. They can play football very well. But they want to play ball not because they just want to have money. but they want to play ball so that they can have a lot of fans and preach Christ to them, or they can have a lot of fans and tell them about how to behave very well. Have a lot of fans so they can tell them, they can be role models to them, teach them how to behave, show them how to make right choices. It's about thinking of what you care about. That's clue one. What you can do very well, your talent. That's clue two. And now thinking about how you can use these things to make the world a better place, to make the life of other people better, to make the life of friends better. Okay? All right. So let's learn from some people. These are true life stories. We've learned from about Ryan. Let's see some other examples. I'm not going to tell you their stories, but just for you to know that there are so many kids doing wonderful things. Okay, we have Malala Yousafzai. You might have heard about her. What does she do? She goes from place to place telling people that girls should go to school. She came from a country where a female child, if you are a girl, you can't go to school. They believe that girls should be, when they give birth to girls should be trained to become a good wife to their husbands. And that's not a good thing. How will you be talented? You are gifted, you are intelligent, you are brilliant, and all you will do with your life is cooking for your husband. So she's like, no, girls should go to school. She's been going from cities to cities, going from countries to countries, telling people that girls should go to school. And guess what? She started as a teenager. She was a teenager when she started. I'm going to give this slides to Auntie Bukola, and I'm sure Auntie Bukola will send it to your parents so you can study this slides by yourself, because we'll be able to explain everything. Another girl, her name is Annie Frank. Annie Frank, what did she do? Annie loved to write. She loved to write. And so during World War, when there was war, in the war, people were being killed here and there was turmoil. Annie was writing the news she was hearing, because that time she just felt I need to be writing all those things, because later in future people may know, when we want to know what happened. So anything he hears, he writes a story, her experiences during the war. She wrote honestly about her thoughts, her feelings, her fears, her hopes. Even while she was hiding in a secret place, she was still writing. And we have a diary. There is a diary, you can Google it. The diary of a young girl, has been read by millions of people. It made millions of people to know what happened during the war, during that war. In fact, I heard that it was a diary that made people to know what really happened during the war. Can you imagine? So now we can know about what happened long years ago because she chose to write. Oh, I just saw something now that 17 countries benefited from Ryan's foundation. Can you imagine what a 6-year-old started? 17 countries are benefiting from it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, another person, Mozart. You must have heard about Mozart. He's a young music genius, He played keyboard, he played the piano so well. Mozart loved music more than anything. As a young boy, he practiced every day composing songs and performing at concerts. In concerts, he traveled around Europe with his family and shared his gifts with the world. And guess what? You know that if you are learning to play piano, now you are going to learn Mozart, most of his compositions. You are going to learn. In fact, there are some of his compositions that you have to be able to play before people will know that you are indeed good at playing keyboard. This is a young child, a young boy. He practiced every day. He wants to make people happy with his music. Make people happy with his music. He practiced every day. He did that every day so he could make people happy. So, if you had the story of many, if you are still with me, I want to see your thumbs up. If you are still listening, I want to see your thumbs up. All right. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Okay, so now you've heard about Ren, you've heard about Malala, you've heard about Mozart, about Anne Frank. You must have heard about Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa, an adult, but
I
he cared for the poor people. She cared for poor people in India, and that is why we still read about her today. When you live to solve people's problems, you live more than one life. What does that mean? You live no matter how long you live on earth, after you have gone from this world. Everybody will die one day. We'll leave the world one day. So after you've left, people will still be talking about you. For example, we are talking about Annie Frank today. We are talking about Mother Teresa today. People will continue to talk about you. By the time Malala grows old, becomes aged, and now people, generations, in one next 1,000 years, people will still be reading about her. They will still be learning about her. The way we learn about Mother Teresa today, and she is no more. So that means when you do good things, when you fulfill purpose, when you live to make life better for other people, people will talk about you, people will pray for you. Your great grandchildren will be happy to say, oh wow, that's Marianne. It was my grandmother, was my great grandmother. You are not there, but your generation, your great great grandchildren, they are proud to say, oh, that you don't know, oh, that Joy, that Joy you were reading about was my great 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 grandmother. You get it? All right. So that's one of those things. But you see, these people, they did great things. You might be thinking, oh, I want to do great things too. You have to start from where you are. You start from where you are. You start from where you are. You start with your friends. Okay, you can remember. Okay, can you remember a time you did something that made someone feel better? Probably you cared about somebody not having pens in school, and when you were going to school, you are thinking about it. Let me go with extra pens so I can share with those who will not have pens to write the exams, or those whose pens will fail during the exams. And because of that, you decide to pack extra pens with you. That is pointing to something to help people. And after you've done that, how do you think you feel? Okay, so I want some people to talk. Have you ever done something small, acts of kindness to other people? And how did you feel about that? How did they feel about that? I want two people to talk. So if you want to answer my question, raise your hand. Okay, so Adeshola, you want to answer my question? Okay, Michael, you want to answer my question?
Yes, so in time, we were playing football,
Okay.
and my friend, yeah, he got out the pitch because he was feeling sad. So then
Oh, okay.
I went to him and we stopped the game and we helped him make feel better.
Oh, that's good. How did it feel after that?
Felt very good.
All right. Okay. It felt very good. Okay, so how did you feel after that, afterwards? How did you feel?
Felt like I helped. I felt like I helped.
Yes. You feel good. You are proud of yourself. That's the feeling that comes with making life better for other people. So you can start with one person at a time. Okay? You can, if you notice that boy in your school that doesn't come to school with lunch or with snacks, and you can ask mommy for extra snacks. You can even tell mommy, okay, I'm going to save some money to get extra snacks for this boy in my class who doesn't have, and you can give. You can give. You get it? You can pack your old clothes, that are small for you and are still good. You can tell mommy, I want to dry clean these. I'm going to iron them. I'm going to put them together, and I will take them to people who don't have. Mommy will help you to find those people, and you can even start collecting from people. Okay, tell your friends you have clothes that are small for you, give them to me. Clothes that are small for you, give them to me. Put them together. Once in a while you pack them together and you go and give to those who don't have. There are a lot of kids who are cold, because they don't have clothes to wear, and they'll be happy about that. They'll be happy about that. Okay. So the formula, I think I'll round up here. We still have, let's just stop here. So I will stop with this formula, the impact formula. Here is a secret formula to change the world. Okay, your abilities plus caring plus action is equal to impact. Impact simply means you fulfilling purpose, making life beautiful, better for other people. All right, so I want us to say this together. I want you to unmute so we all say this together. All right, unmute so we can all say it together. Okay, abilities plus caring plus
Karen.
action equal to impact.
Plus
Can we say it together again, everybody? Ability plus caring
But the person's mic or something that is like glitching on here.
all right.
Please
I want everybody
stop.
to move.
Very annoying.
I want you to mute now. All right. So I want you to mute. I want you to mute now. Okay. All right. So I want you to mute now. So you'll be stopping here today. When Auntie Bukola gives you the slides, they are just the conclusion, the concluding parts that are there. But we have to stop here so we can answer some questions. Okay, Adeola Adebayo. Any question? You have a question?
I don't have a question. It's not a question.
All right. Okay. So what do you want to say?
I want to say something about Mother Teresa.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
She didn't want to get married because she wanted to live her own childhood and help children.
Can you? Yes. Yes. She didn't want to get married because she wants to work for God, so she could help people, and she did that. That's a great sacrifice. Okay. That's a great sacrifice. All right. Okay. Okay. Have a question? All right. So any other question? Michael, you have a question?
Miss, do you know
Okay,
there was a
Michael.
woman who got shot in the slides, but I can't remember her name. I need to
Okay,
write
you
it
got
down.
shot. Okay, what was she doing when she got shot?
She was trying to escape. She was trying to go to school or something. Yeah, she needed to go to a school, and she got shot
Okay.
because of something.
Okay, was she trying to help people?
She was trying to go to school.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Michael. Okay. So, I'm seeing some things about. Are you reading? I'm seeing some things about the people we've talked about in the comment section in the comments. About Annie Frank. Okay. All right. So I'll be stopping here today. All right. Hope you guys learned something today. Did you learn something today?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so I'm handing over to Auntie Bukola now.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let's say thank you to Nancy. Let's give her thumbs up.
Thank
Let's give her
you.
thumbs up.
Thank
Thumbs up.
you.
Thumbs up. Thank
Thank
you.